begun to sound like some sort of a cliche. But really, September 11th started out like every other day.
Really a splendid September day. The afternoon temperature about 80 degrees. Great weather for the primary election.
American Boston.
Please listen very carefully. This is Amy Sweeney on Flight 11. We've been hijacked.
Can you look out the window and tell us where you are?
We're flying low. We're flying very, very low. We are flying way too low. Oh my God, we're...
If you're just joining us this morning, you're in for a horrific surprise. Rescue crews are making their way to the scene, and all of this unfolding in one of the busiest places in the world, in downtown Manhattan.
What would you do in the last hour of your life? Where would you be? Who would remember it? What would it look like?
He loved having that red bandana, and he always had it with him. He always had it with him.
Red bandanas.
He said, I think I want to be a New York City firefighter. He also said, Dad, if I sit in front of this computer for the rest of my life, I'll go crazy.
His office was on the 104th floor in the South Tower of the World Trade Center.
An airplane has crashed into
At 8:46 a.m. on September 11th, American Airlines Flight 11 flew into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Wells, already at his desk in the South Tower, called and left a message for his mother.
Mom, this is Wells. I want you to know that I'm okay.
In the 78th floor sky lobby of the South Tower, approximately 200 people were waiting to evacuate by the elevators. At 9:02, United Flight 175 hit the building. Its wings cutting a diagonal path between the 78th and 84th floors.
We were just chatting, and next thing you know, it just exploded. I realized that I can't see because my glasses were filled with blood.
Severely burned and stranded amongst the dying, Young and others, still alive, saw no way out.
We don't know what happened. We're afraid that we're going to take a step, the whole thing's going to sink in. Then all of a sudden, we saw a young man come out of nowhere. You heard this man's voice say, I found the stairs. Follow me, only help the one that you can help. And we just got up, we followed.
The man led Young and others from the sky lobby to Stairway A, the only functional stairway left on the 78th floor. He led them down to the 61st floor, where they met firefighters who escorted them to working elevators on the 40th floor. After leading the group down, the man turned and headed back up the stairs. The man climbed 17 floors, returning again to the burning sky lobby. There he found other survivors, including Judy Ween. She does not speak publicly about what happened. Her husband, Jerry, saw her at the hospital later the afternoon of September 11th.
She had just come out of surgery. At that point, she could hardly speak, but she wanted to tell me what had happened. Judy said she saw a young man appear out of nowhere. She watched him as He went around helping people, putting out fires, and administering aid to the injured. And he said, "Everyone who can stand, stand now. If you can help others, do so." Those were his exact words as she told it to me that afternoon.
After being led safely to the stairway, Ween saw the man go back to the burning sky lobby. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapsed. Six months after the attacks, March 19, 2002, Wells's body was found in what was the lobby of the South Tower, next to uniformed firefighters. Still, the details of his death remained a mystery. That May, the New York Times published an account from survivors inside the South Tower. One detail struck Wells's family immediately.
And that was Judy Ween saying this mysterious man wearing a red kerchief was calling out, basically setting up a triage. The minute I saw the reference to the red kerchief, I went, "Oh my God, Wells, I've found you."
Alison Crowther began to search for confirmation of what she already believed. She sent this photo of her son to Ween and another survivor mentioned in the article, Ling Young.
I looked at it very carefully. I said, yes, that was him. There was no question in my mind.
And so, that was a beautiful thing for all of us, that I finally found him. I finally found him, and for them too, that they would know who this man was.
A symbol of absolutely the most pure form of compassion and love. No greater love hath one than to lay down his life for his fellow man. It's all right here in this red bandana.
According to accounts from survivors, Wells helped to save as many as 12 people on September 11th. What would you do in the last hour of your life? Where would you be? Who would remember it? What would it look like? Maybe it wouldn't look anything like loss, but would be the thread of legacy and the color of honor.